Okay. Good morning, friends. Today, this is my first appearance with the topic Daffodils, a poem included in the syllabi of ICSE examination 9 and 10. It is an English literature class, and it is the first class on this poem, Daffodils. The poem is the product of William Wordsworth, who is regarded as the romantic poet. Why romantic? Why romanticism? That all these will be discussed later on. Today, right now, I am concentrating on the term daffodils and the background of the poem. These two parts I am going to cover in this presentation. First of all, you take the name of the poem is Daffodils. Daffodils. The spelling is not written properly. It should be D-I-L-S, daffodils. Daffodil is basically a flower normally found in England and some adjoining areas. In India, we are not at all accustomed to this word daffodil. Also, we have that type of a variety. A variety of daffodil is very popular, very popular flower in our country, and that is lily. Lily means Padma. In Hindi it is Padma, in Bengali it is known as Paddo, which is highly consumed in Durga Puja. Okay, so lily or Paddo is grown in some moist area. We can have huge quantity of lily or Paddo in the ponds, in the small ponds. If you make the visits in the villages, you will see a good number of Paddo or Indian daffodils, the Indian counterpart of daffodils in these ponds. Now, where from what has come? Now, what is the color? I am going to discuss in detail. Daffodil basically of white color, orange color, and of yellow color. These daffodil is a very renowned, famous flower in England, and it was not so famous before the poem of William Wordsworth. One time it was only regarded as a flower, but it has got a name and fame by the works of William Wordsworth. He has made this flower, he has given this flower a worldwide fame. How? I am coming to this part later on. Now, the color basically yellow. There is a variety of the colors, and you will get the white yellow color, and at the bottom it would be gray orange. Okay, or white color at the bottom you will get the yellow. So it is white yellow, white orange, or yellow orange color. It grow in shades, in some moist area, in some wet area, in some damp area. Okay, there is, when the water is tied with the mud, there are chances of daffodil to grow up, daffodil to be grown. Basically, daffodil cannot grow in the dry place. Okay, so it is a product in a in the moist area, in the damp area, in the wet area. Now, where from it? It grows with the help of a bulb. A bulb, I think you know. Bulb is basically, what is a bulb? I think you know the term bulb. Bulb is the stem that grows under the soil. As you have seen, onion comes out of the bulb. In that way, we have daffodils. We have got daffodils from the bulb. Okay, that is the stem goes to underground, and from that it comes out. And the bulb and the leaf and the flower of daffodils are of great use for our medicinal purpose. So the bulbs, leaf and the flower of daffodils are of great use. We know that, and you are aware of this, that the medicine comes out of the different vegetation, different plants, and daffodil here also is that type of plant that gives the supply of huge prospect of medicine. We can have medicine, we can prepare medicine, we can produce medicine out of the bulb of the daffodil, out of the leaves of the daffodil, or out of the flower of the daffodils. Clear? And it is used in case of whooping cough. Whooping, I think you know the whooping cough, the huge continuous cough. It is used in cold, it is used in asthma. So so daffodil should be treated as a great friend of human being. Great friend of human being. Herein lie a specific importance of daffodils, whether it is renowned to anybody else or not, but it is renowned to the manufacturers of medicine. Clear? Now, when it grows basically at the advent of the spring. When the winter ends and the spring starts, and during that season, at that time, the daffodils grow. So if you see, just like in our country, during this season, in Bengali it is known as Sharad. Okay, so you will get the ghas phul, the white color bushy flower, which basically gives us the intimation that the Durga Puja is knocking at the door. In that way, daffodils, if you see daffodils on the ground, then you can easily understand that the spring is coming. Okay, and daffodils, it signifies the rebirth, that is new borning. It is a rebirth. It is the rebirth. That is a new beginning. So basically, we know that spring, we always, after the winter, we wait for the spring, and the spring gives us flowers, which gradually gives us fruits. So spring is treated as the king of all seasons, and daffodil is a symbol of spring, and it gives us the intimation that the spring is coming. Okay, the spring is coming again. Now, where from it has been originated? The English name, original name of daffodil in English is asphodel, A-S-P-H-O-D-E-L, asphodel. It is known as immortal flower. Why immortal flower? Because the plant of daffodils plants of daffodil go on a living for a good number of years. Okay, at least minimum 2. So it is not like many other flower which grows and then die, and die later on. But daffodil, when once come, it stays on the earth for a good number of years, for a long time. So that is why it is treated as immortal flower, and it is the original English of daffodil. So asphodel, A-S-P-H-O-D-E-L. And in this flower, we can see in the Mediterranean region and in the northern part of Africa. Okay, in the northern part of Africa. And the Latin name of daffodil is Narcissus. Narcissus basically is a very, very common term. Narcissus is the Latin name of the flower daffodil. So daffodil in English it is originally named as asphodel, and in Latin it is known as Narcissus, N-A-R-C-I-S-S-U-S, Narcissus, and it has been named after the name of the son of a river god in the Greek mythology. In the Greek mythology, Narcissus is the son of river god, and after his name, the Narcissus has been given. The name of Narcissus has been given. So this is more or less a very, very short presentation on daffodil. So what is daffodil? Daffodil is a flower. Where it is found? It is basically where does it grow? It grows in the muddy, wet, damp place, in the moist place. What is the origin? The origin of its birth basically in England, and it can easily be found in the different peninsula surrounding the Mediterranean region, and also in northern Africa. And the original name of daffodil is asphodel, meaning immortal flower in English, and in Greek, in Latin, it is named Narcissus. Narcissus is named after the name of the son of the river god in Greek mythology. Clear? And the importance of daffodil is that if you see the daffodil in huge number, they basically grow in huge number in a long belt. They grow. So it's a very soothing sight. And if you are the nature lover, then it will such a scene of daffodil growing, tossing their head, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. It's a fantastic scene, and if you can carry it in your memory, and it will give you solace in the time of your sadness. So what happened to our poet William Wordsworth? And this plant is a source of very good medicine. The bulb, the flea, the flower, and the leaves of this particular flower is very, very useful for production of medicine, and it is used for treatment of whooping cough, cold, asthma especially. And one notion goes: if you see a single daffodil, it will bring misfortune to you. If you see a single daffodil, it is a misfortune to you. But if you see a good number of daffodils, but there is more than one, it will bring fortune to you. This is the notion, common notion. A single daffodil is a symbol of misfortune. But a good number of daffodils, the bunch of daffodils, basically carries huge fortune. I think what is the logic behind? The logic behind is that daffodil always grow in huge numbers, or grow in huge number. Okay, so that is the basic concepts of daffodil. Now, it may appear that all these things are not so important, but going through literature, study literature does not mean that you would learn it, you will memorize some question, and you will answer that, and you will pass the examination. Literature must be such as you go on into the depth of the subject, depth of the area, what it is, where from it is. So now the question of the origin and the background of this poem I am coming.
Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Pranab Kumar Chakraborty. A few months back, I posted a good number of deliberation on literature meant for ICSE syllabi, and the textbook is Treasure Trove. My initial presentation was on the poem Daffodils. The posts that I had made mostly are of very voluminous, with a good huge for a huge length of time. The posts were. Now these posts are going to be uploaded in my YouTube channel after making some necessary additions. But considering the first part of the loading on Daffodils was the conceptual part and the background of the poem. But considering the length of the presentation, we are segregating this first class into two parts. First part, the class A1, Daffodil, the conceptual parts, and the second part will be the poem background. Okay, so the background of the poem is to be considered, is to be discussed in this section. In my video number 2, that is 1B part of first class on Daffodil, first class on which I delivered few months back. Okay, so now the second part, that is part 1B is going to be followed. Okay, thank you.